Or perhaps if you're feeling like you need more, you can repeat that action. So rolling back onto the toes, lifting the knees, sitting back with the hips, letting the weight of the head be heavy. So your knees are wide and your body still comes down between them. As you rock backwards and forwards between your heels and your hands. You next inhale, press your feet into the floor, lifting your hips, keeping your head and neck still heavy. Coming back to that Uttanasana, forward fold. As you inhale next, roll up through the spine. So we're going to take that whole sequence one more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walking the hands away from you, coming to a plank. And for the sake of the sequence, let's take 3 breaths here. In each pose that follows. In and out through the nose, slow, full breaths. As you next exhale, lower the knees and then bend the elbows to lower all the way down. Sliding your hands forwards, this time taking 3 breaths here in the full pranam. The first, just meeting the earth. The second, feeling the breath move your body, feeling the parts of your body that are free to move. And the third, allowing yourself to, the weight of your body to release. As you next inhale, sliding the hands back, pushing up to hands and knees and reaching the hips back to child's pose. Three breaths here. And coming all the way back to rock up onto the tiptoes. Heels are lifted, knees are wide. Sliding your hands back underneath you, push into your feet, lift it through your hips. Inhale, rise up. Finding Tadasana, and then inhale, reach up. Just keep going. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift up halfway, either high onto fingertips or palms onto shins. And then I'm walking your hands as you exhale forward into plank, taking a breath here. Or 2 or 3. Lowering your knees, coming all the way down, sliding your arms forwards, releasing your head to the floor. So your forehead is resting on the floor. And it's a full pranam where you offer your entire self to the earth. Sliding your hands back beneath your shoulders, pushing your hips back over your heels, coming to a child's pose. Making a pillow for your hands. If you need to support, making a pillow with your hands if you need to support your forehead. And then this time, walking your hands forwards, pressing so that you're coming into hands and knees. Take a breath and lift the chin, arch the back. As you exhale, drop the chin to the chest and round the spine to the ceiling, scooping the tail under. So cat-cow. Inhaling, arching the back. Exhaling, rounding. And coming back to a neutral place, tuck the toes and lift the hips and come into downward facing dog. In your next inhalation, lift your right leg out behind you. Exhale, bend the knee and step the foot forwards. Lower your back knee to begin with, and then inhale, bring yourself up to low lunge. Think you can rock in and out, keeping your hands on your thigh for steadiness. You can circle that hip, you can bring that weight into that front foot and back. And then sweeping the hands up and back and bowing forwards. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow forwards, reach back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow forwards. Bring your hands down. Lift your back knee. Bring your hands back up to your knee and sweep your arms forward. So it's a powerful pose here. Lifting your lower belly away from your front thigh. Finding that line along the back of your body. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Step back to downward facing dog. Option to move through a vinyasa if you like, which I will demonstrate. Or to lower your knees and rest in child's pose. Or to stay here in downward facing dog. If you are moving through vinyasa, inhale forwards into plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees or come all the way down to the floor in one go. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the back of the head, the back of the heart to low cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. So this sequence is really like just to burn those excess energy. So often fatigue can leave us feeling wired and tense. And so sometimes a little bit of just moving the body, stepping your left foot forward if you haven't already, and then bringing your hands up to your knees, moving in and out, circling the hips. It's also, if you have a bit more time, just get to rinse the system out a little bit more. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Placing your hands to support that, tucking the toes on your right foot. Lift your right knee and come back up to your left knee with your hands. And then reaching your hands forwards. Lift your lower belly off of your left thigh. Lift your right thigh high to the sky. Really getting that whole back line of your body again on the other side. Exhale, bringing your hands down. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Either moving through vinyasa or lowering your knees. And if you're moving through vinyasa, meet us back, kneeling and then prepare the, let's see, yeah, you want to get whatever bolster prop variation you have nearby now. So you want a pile enough that's going to support your body, and then just take it to the side. We're going to finish with this twisted child's walk. Well, when I say finish, I mean we're going to finish this part with a twisted variation of a child's pose. So starting on hands and knees, reach your right arm up, opening up across the chest. As you exhale, feed that right arm around and under. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, reach your arm around and under. Inhale, open it up. And this time, as you reach your hand round and under your left, you're going to bring your right shoulder to the floor and reach your right hand away from you. Turn your face to the side of your face. And I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing. The side of your face, your shoulder and your head is on the floor. So it's a deep version of a twist. It's a supported version of a twist. We're working with gravity and the weight as the knees directly beneath the hips. You can reach back through both hips as you deepen the twist. And to do that, you might want to walk the fingertips up towards the crown of the head with the left hand, taking that elbow towards the ceiling. Pressing your left hand into the floor, inhale and untwist. And taking it to the second side. So back to hands and knees. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, feed it round and under the right. Like you know where you're going now, so you can play with reaching up to the ceiling and then sliding your hand towards the right side of your mat. Inhale up to the ceiling, and then this time sliding your hand away from you, coming down to the left side of your head, your left shoulder, reaching back through both hips. Knees are directly beneath the hips here. And just see if you can sense whether there's a balance to your hips here. And instinctively or quite easily, the right hip will want to rock forwards as you twist. Taking that deeper by walking your right hand to above your head and taking your right elbow towards the ceiling. Again, reaching back through the pelvis. So the twist really starts deep in the core of the pelvis, and the rest of the body is just as aligning to support that action. Walk your right hand back in front of your face. Inhale, untwist. Sit back on your heels. Take your bolster between, or your bolster formation between your knees. And you want that to be near to your knees, but not underneath you, so that you can fold forwards, bringing your hands either side, turning your head to one side, and feel that the weight of your spine is supported. So you might find that stacking the pillows on top of books, if the books are your blocks and the pillows are your bolster, you could make a line of books that are then covered with pillows as an option. It's a very do-it-yourself here this evening. I mean, we are finding, yeah. What you want is that the end of what you're leaning on is supporting the weight of your head. And that it's supportive enough that you can spend some time here. And turning your head to the other side. And when you're ready, sliding your hands back to beneath your shoulders. Pushing up to hands and knees. And then taking the bolster across your mat now to set up for supported bridge pose. So to do this, you're going to come to sitting on your bum with your legs over your bolster form. So you want to feel that what you have in front of you, you could easily rest your pelvis on. And if you like, I'm going to demonstrate. So first of all, yeah, just have a look. If you haven't done this with me already, if you know what I mean when I say supported bridge pose and you want to go for it, you can. And frankly, no one will know. Press into your feet and then walk your pelvis onto the support of your prop. Once you're here, take your arms out by your side. You can let your knees drop towards each other slightly. That's just going to open the back of the hips a little more and mean that your legs don't have to work so much. And that might be by taking your feet a little wider. And then, yeah, we're going to stay here for some time.